In the 17th and 18th centuries, a revolutionary wave of ideas swept across Europe, challenging the foundations of society. The Age of Enlightenment, as it came to be known, was a period of intellectual awakening that would forever change the course of human history. At the heart of this movement were philosophers who dared to question the established order. Voltaire, with his sharp wit and biting satire, challenged religious intolerance and advocated for freedom of thought. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, in his groundbreaking work, The Social Contract, proposed that legitimate government should stem from the will of the people, not divine right. John Locke, the English thinker, put forth ideas of natural rights and limited government that would later inspire revolutions across the globe. These bold thinkers didn't work in isolation. Their ideas spread like wildfire through the newly established coffeehouses and salons of Paris, London, and Berlin. In these bustling hubs of intellectual discourse, men and women from various walks of life gathered to debate philosophy, politics, and science. The air was thick with the aroma of coffee and the excitement of new possibilities. As quills scratched parchment and printing presses churned out pamphlets, the ideals of the Enlightenment began to take root in the minds of ordinary citizens. People started to imagine a world where reason, not tradition or superstition, guided human affairs. They dreamed of societies built on the principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity. The impact of these ideas was profound and far-reaching. Across the Atlantic, American colonists, inspired by Locke's concepts of natural rights, penned their Declaration of Independence in 1776. The document's assertion that all men are created equal was a direct challenge to the old order of monarchy and aristocracy. In France, the philosophes' calls for reform and equality found fertile ground among a populace frustrated with the excesses of the Ancien regime. When the French Revolution erupted in 1789, the cries of liberté, égalité, fraternité echoed through the streets of Paris, embodying the spirit of the Enlightenment in three powerful words. Yet, for all its lofty ideals, the Age of Reason was not without its contradictions. While philosophers extolled the virtues of human rights and equality, many societies continued to uphold institutions like slavery and deny women equal status. The Enlightenment's promise of universal freedom often fell short in practice. It was in this context that voices like Mary Wollstonecraft emerged, demanding that the principles of the Enlightenment be extended to all of humanity. Her work, A Vindication of the Rights of Woman, was a clarion call for gender equality, challenging the male-dominated intellectual landscape of the time. As the 18th century drew to a close, the impact of the Enlightenment was undeniable. Monarchs across Europe found themselves forced to adapt or face the rising tide of change. Some, like Frederick the Great of Prussia and Catherine the Great of Russia, embraced elements of Enlightenment thought, becoming enlightened despots who sought to reform their realms while maintaining absolute power. The legacy of the Enlightenment extends far beyond its historical moment. Its emphasis on reason, individual rights, and the power of human intellect laid the groundwork for modern democracy, scientific inquiry, and social progress. The ideas of Voltaire, Rousseau, and Locke continue to resonate in courtrooms, classrooms, and public squares around the world. Today, as we grapple with new challenges and complexities, the spirit of the Enlightenment remains a guiding light. It reminds us of the power of ideas to shape reality, the importance of critical thinking, and the ongoing struggle for human rights and dignity. The Enlightenment was more than history. It was a spark that lit the path to the world we live in today. Now it's your turn to carry that light forward. Explore its stories, imagine its heroes, and let reason, curiosity, and creativity guide your own journey. In doing so, you become part of a centuries-long tradition of thinkers and dreamers who dared to imagine a better world and worked to make it a reality.